Yo, what is going on, guys? And today we're covering patch notes 4.21 Shadows of Hercopolis for SMITE, newest patch and newest goddess. As many of you know, you've been looking forward to her, the new Roman goddess, Discordia, and we're going to be getting into that first, the goddess of strife. I didn't get to watch the patch notes today, so I'm coming into pretty much everything with a blinders. I don't know what's going on. Except for her, I did kind of read everything. And I didn't get to see her. The PTS will be coming out tonight, though. Let me start off by saying that at around 9 p.m. Eastern, I guess. They did mention that on Twitter not too long ago, so be on the lookout for that PTS, and a video will be coming out later going over Discordia and all the skins and stuff, as usual. But yeah, Discordia seems pretty awesome from reading her abilities. Obviously, there's no damage or anything. They don't have that yet, but wow. Her passive is really unique. It's called the Contest of Gods, and basically whichever god on her team deals the most damage has a power buff that scales off of Discordia's level. So it's going to change throughout, but whoever has the most damage at the current time is going to get even more power. So it's going to be crazy come late game, because once someone has top damage, if you're like an Artemis late game or something, you're going to probably stay top damage, and that just means you're going to be getting extra for come late game, because no one's really gonna outdo you unless something's going terribly wrong. But yeah, really cool passive there. So it doesn't really help her at all, but man, it helps her team big time. I mean, it maybe not big time. The power buff could be nothing, we have to see. But her one is called Unruly Magic. This is pretty cool. It sends out an orb and then damages any enemies in the way, and at the end of location it'll break into 6 little projectiles that fire in all directions and even bounce off walls. That's a theme here, bouncing off walls with this goddess. So it's going to be annoying, I think, because very few gods have bouncing off walls incorporated. You got Hoi with his Ricochet, Kuzembo can throw his Kappas. Trying to think of others off the top of my head, but you get the gist. But this whole goddess whole kit incorporates that, so something unique there. But yeah, that's going to be her lane clear, obviously. I don't know how good it'll be, but you're going to be able to, if someone's even waiting at the end of the lane, you can clear the lane and you're going to hit them with the particles, I guess. I don't know. I'll have to see this in action. I'm kind of excited for the PTS to come out tonight. I'm really glad it is. Second ability, Strife. It's a little area and damages all enemies hit. Now, if 2 or more enemies are hit at the same time, they're afflicted with madness, and they're forced to attack each other, deal additional damage. So similar to Serket, her ultimate and stuff like that. The same is true for minions. So if multiple are targeted, I guess they attack each other as well. If only a single target is hit by Strife, it becomes rooted for a short duration instead. So Strife is definitely her peel. Get away. If someone's coming at you, pop that. You're going to damage them. If there's multiple people, they're going to start attacking each other, which will allow you to get out. Or if there's just one person, you're going to stun them, which will allow you to get out. So really good ability there. And I don't know how much damage it'll do. I'm guessing probably not a whole lot, because I'm guessing this probably does the bulk of the damage. But we'll have to see. Erratic Behavior is the 3. This is a short leaping distance. Now this ability is crazy. This is going to be nuts. I don't know. Although it is a short distance, so it might be able to be broken up easy, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Basically, leap a short distance, and where you land creates an area of confusion. While you're inside that little area that you landed on, you become stealth. You get movement speed, and your 1 and your 2's cooldowns are reduced by an additional amount of every time 0.5 seconds she remains in the area. So for every 0.5 seconds you remain in that area, your 1 and your 2, their cooldown gets reduced. So as long as you're just staying in there, you can reduce the cooldown of your 1 and 2 and get back in the game. Pop Strife, stun some enemies, get out again, repeat the process. Also, you're stealth in there, but it's if you attack from the area, you're briefly revealed from stealth. But I'm guessing you go back into it. Now, I'm not sure how long this lasts. I'm going to guess probably starts off at 1 second and levels to maybe 3 seconds, my guess, maybe 2.5. I don't know, we'll have to see, but really cool ability. I'm guessing you could combo jump in, Strife if there's numerous enemies, make them attack each other, pop an Unruly Magic, maybe hope that Erratic Behavior's still going on. But at that point, the rest of your team's going to be going in, so that just the combo alone of jumping in, it's going to create confusion, and then popping strife and making enemies attack each other or rooting an enemy, that's just going to be... I'm guessing she's a mage. Excuse me. But it doesn't say here. But yeah, I'm going to 100% say she's a mage. So that's not mage-like combos that she could pull off, but she's definitely might be able to. So, and that is her recolor right there. I can actually see. Okay, so just more of a pink tint. Now, that is a Scordia. We'll be looking at her later on. Now, the skins. They have a lot of skins this patch. I think 7? Yeah, 7. This is crazy. The first one, Cursed King Kernunos. I guess another addition to the royalty. This is obviously... Hold up, never mind. This is Beauty and the Beast. Play on for sure.
You have no business here, stranger. You have no business here, stranger.
I had to turn my mic up. I didn't hear any of the sound. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna guess Beauty and the Beast. I see the candle and is that yeah, mirror for sure. So Kernuno skin there, pretty cool. This one, Ancient of Darkness Loki. Now, I would have been able to get this skin if I stuck to PS4 because I have all the Loki skins for PS4 because I'm a diamond scumbag. But now that I'm on PC, I don't like have any skins, but I kind of want to get all the Loki skins again. But this skin is just so cool. It's really I mean, it's obviously different, but it's very reminiscent of his Annihilator and his White Death Loki, something like that. But obviously it's different.
Darkness is my friend.
More
but don't worry.
Assassin's Creed.
I'll introduce you. Darkness is my friend. But don't worry. I'll introduce you.
It's just, it's kind of the same as the Infiltrator and stuff, but it's just so different. The cape is going to obviously be a big difference if that's incorporated there, which I'm assuming it is. You're not going to see the front of the face though, but man, I like it. It's weird that you didn't have that skin already with Loki. Like I just figured they'd have so many different assassin skins, but I guess they kind of want to go away from the typical stuff like that because obviously they have a Leprechaun Loki skin. So Primal Shaman Ganesh, this is dope.
You mess with me and you will get the tusks.
I've always liked shaman characters in any game just because they're just so weird and different and unique. So this is really cool, and I'm a Ganesh player. I love Ganesh, one of my favorite gods in the game. So that'll be awesome. Exterminator Kali. Pretty self-explanatory.
No one needs to get hurt if you make the right choice.
Kind of a cybernetic hunter type thing. I guess if you want to go like that chick that was in Jason X or the girl from Resident Evil type thing. I mean, obviously it's not based on that, but if you want to go like a cybernetic hunter of the darkness type thing, but I guess that's what they're going for here because it's called Exterminator. So Vanquisher Nemesis.
Surrender now. I will not be so merciful next time.
I mean, it's a cool skin, but honestly, I'm not a fan of Nemesis skins. It just seems to me, they're so... It's just the same, I guess. I don't know. Obviously, there's some that are different, like her mercenary one, or not her mercenary? I don't know. The ninja ones and stuff are different, and then the one where she's dressed like a normal person with long hair and stuff, but this just looks like a skin she has. I don't know which one it is, but maybe it's the card art. I'd actually have to see the skin, but I don't know. Oh, and I didn't realize they have these down here. So this Kernuno skin is limited. It's in the Adventures Vault. The Loki skin is limited as well. It's in the Trickster bundle. All right, I'm going to have to get it then if it's limited. Go ahead and get the Loki skins. Ganesh is in the Odyssey. Kali is in the Odyssey. Vanquisher Nemesis is just in a chest. It's exclusive. And then Ma Chérie Arachne. This one is cool. I guess they're doing another, what's the word I'm looking for? Theme skins. If I can click on this and show you real quick. It's a play on with the Izanami doll right there. So that's what her spiders look. Oh my gosh, that looks like the little spider baby from Toy Story. Yeah, I kind of want this one. I do like Arachne, and I like Arachne's skins, especially because you can get her Toxic Caress. Is that what it's called? It's just her recolor, but it's her old model. I love when they do that, when you can get old models for the recolors, because it's just like getting a different skin, and it's really cool. And if you've been playing the game long enough, it's like the good old times, if you want to go by that. So really cool there.
I like hide and seek.
Oh, yeah.
I like hide and seek.
It's got the same creepy vibe as the Izanami. Izanami doll is one of my favorite skins in Smite, for sure. Even the voice pack, one of my favorite voice packs and everything.
I like hide and seek.
And this Ma Chérie it's got the same creepy vibe, but with a French feel, obviously. Wasteland Kukul. I always get it wrong. Wasteland Kukulin? Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Some need to die so that others can live.
I guess they're just keeping on the Wasteland theme. We've had, not Kuzenbo. Kubakarna has one. Who else has one? I know someone else has one, but I forget. But yeah, keep that theme. And then Kali gets her masteries updated. I honestly didn't even realize Kali had. Yeah, I did. Kali's masteries are pretty bad, so she did need updated. Oh, I don't know. Why am I checking a voice pack for mastery skins? But that is the skins. There is a lot, and including the new goddess. That was a long time for this intro. But we're done. Now we're getting into the good stuff, the details. You got the Trickster bundle, which obviously is a Loki skin. You get the limited Agent of Darkness Loki. You get the Thief Avatar, music theme, loading skin, gold key, and you earn extra gold after purchasing all adventure bundles. I want to see what the skin looks like. I might get it just because it is Loki, but they did just put the Bob Ross bundle back on for a little bit, so I need to get that one for sure. Adventure Gold Vault, you get the limited Cursed King Kurninos. Purchasable items: Primal Ganesh, Exterminator Kali, Recall effects. Oh, this, you can go over that. I'm not going to read the rest of that. Kali gets a dance emote, premium dance emote, Arachne special, and Nemesis special. The Caster Announcer Pack, Blackthorn Hammer. Decrease the cost from 2300 to 2200 and increase the HP threshold for passive to trigger from 30% to 40%. So is that an overall buff? Increase the yes. So it costs less, and the HP that the threshold has to be triggers at a higher rate. So unless that's towards the enemy, but I don't know. Regardless, Stone of Fall decreased the cost from 2700 to 2500, so a big, I guess I wouldn't call it I guess it is a buff because it costs less, but it does nothing to the item. I don't know if that would be considered a quote-unquote buff, but decrease in cost there. And then Relic Dagger gets an increased health from 250 to 300, so small change there. I don't think that's going to change. Well, yeah, because I do see some support still picking that up, but I don't. I never really ran with that whole, there was like a Wingblade, Relic Dagger, they went on for, I never kind of went with that. It was a huge health meta for a little while, but I don't think it's going to do much, in my opinion. God changes. Agni gets his attack speed increased from 0.95 to 1.2. Wow. Wow. So he gets I would say a decent buff, because obviously his passive goes hand in hand with this. They did this a while back, and I remember them doing it, and it was like subtle, but it like helped a little bit. And this is a decent increase in attack speed, and that's per level too. So honestly, you're gonna see some attack speed Agnis. I'm saying it now. It's not gonna be a meta, I don't think, but like that's gonna be a thing. That's gonna be like the Nuwa and Zeus and stuff like that. People that work with the in-hands, like Nuwa does and Zeus. And now Agni might be able to do that as well. That'll be interesting. I'll really like to see if that can work, and just casuals and stuff like that. Rainfire. Increased magical power scaling from 60% to 70% per meteor, and decreased the cooldown from 20 seconds to 18 seconds per meteor. So, big buff there for Rainfire. Daji getting, I thought that was to Daji, but that's obviously to Agni. So he gets a buff on the scaling and the wow. So Agni gets huge buffs. What is this? I mean, I'm down for it. I like Agni. Let's bring Agni back. He's been here forever. Let's bring Agni not balanced. Let's make Agni OP. Add more to it next patch. Base health for Daji. We got a lot of changes for Daji here. So increase the base health from 425 to 440. Base health per level from 74 to 76. And then her basic attack chain and animations have been updated. Her hit chain is now 111. Timing and damage. Each hit has a unique animation. Okay, so it's different. I forget what it was before. I've only played Daji like once or twice. Horrible burns. Daji now benefits from haste. Does not suffer basic attack movement penalties. Okay, wow. While horrible burns is active. Decreased. Wait, so like Wow. I just now like she's gonna get like fatalis. She's gonna get the fatalis effect with her horrible burns. That's okay. That's her ultimate. Yeah, Paolo. Paolo? Is that how you say it? Paolo? Decrease the chain travel time from 0.5 to 0.3. Daji getting health buffs, like big time health buffs per level and base. I don't know what the chain animation does there. Getting a huge buff on her horrible burns that now benefits from haste. And then the ultimate getting basically cut in half on the time that the chains have to travel out. So, yeah. Big time, big time. Oh, and right there I just saw it says basic attacks are seeing significant changes. So, I guess that is a significant change. I apologize. I don't really know much about Daji. That's kind of where I took my break from Smite, is like when she kind of came out. And I just never got back to playing her ever. And I guess probably because she was bad, because if she needed this many buffs, I don't know, unless they just butchered it and everyone's going to be complaining in the comments that no, she's didn't need them at all. But I'm going to guess she needed them if she had that many. Hoi, his ricochet now does bonus damage only. Oh, okay. The bonus damage only applies to gods, so no longer minions and stuff like that. Isis, that is going to be a big time in his duels, though, because I see a lot of people that play Hoi will try to ricochet him and hit the back minions, or the big minions with that. And now it's not going to do anything anymore. So Isis, her circle of protection, increased the base damage. Used to be 160 to 320, is now 180 to 320. So a little buff there towards the beginning levels. Janus, whoa, getting buffs. I see increase down there. His unstable vortex increased the base damage. Used to be 90 to 330, is now 100 to 360. Okay, I like it. I'm a Janus player. This is my favorite mage. Chanka is my favorite now. He became my second favorite. Maybe even the third behind Anubis. I don't know. Increased the magical power scaling from 70 to 80% on it as well. So base damage is increased and the scaling goes up. Decrease the double hit bonus from 30% to 20%. Oh, so they're making Janus easier for newer players in that sense. You get rewarded just in general for hitting them more. You get rewarded more for hitting them, but you get rewarded less when you get the double hit, which kind of sucks because that's the whole point of his combo, is to get that double hit. It's not like 30% to 20% is going to be too much, hopefully, but we'll have to see. And the old damage total, 117 to 429 plus 91%. The new damage total is 120 to 432 plus 96. Actually, yeah, so his new damage total works out. So he just straight up gets a buff in that sense, I guess. In fact, you might want to pause this and read this to see how it totally benefits for all of these, because I never go over that just because I'm not going to read to you like it's third grade story time, but you're always more than welcome to do that, obviously. Through space and time, increase the base damage and scaling from 200 to 6, or it used to be 200 to 600 plus 50%. Is now 300 to 700 plus 75%. Oh my gosh. But it decreased the scaling damage per distance traveled to cap out at 100%, scaling at 800 units, down from 200% at 800 units. So you no longer get that 200% damage. You're not going to be seeing as many across the map one-hit snipes from Janus anymore. So that's a little disappointing, but I like the changes overall. Like, I really do. This will be interesting. I'm going to go play some Janus in the PTS now. Janus, obviously the new goddess. Daji for sure. Agni. I like the changes they did in this patch. I really do. And we still got more. We got Uller here. Uller, Daji, and Janus have all had similar issues in their lifetime. Okay. Across all levels of play. That is what I was going to say with Janus. Is like his early game is definitely never been... You just kind of tickle people. And now I guess this is going to avoid that. Weapon Master passive now includes a passive meter that tracks cooldowns between stances. Okay, I really like that. That's going to be super helpful. His Bladed Arrow. The Bladed Arrow increased the scaling on it by 10%. And then the Thrown Axe decreased the casting time from 0.4 to 0.2 to better match his current animations. And increased the physical power scaling from 60% to 40%. So I think this is going to hurt a lot of Uller players, because I think the whole thing with Uller is people say you're able to curve the axe, quote unquote, curve it, because there is that little delay type thing. And if this is going to fix that, I don't know. We'll have to see it. That cuts it in half. So I think that's going to be a significant change. And that it might help. But I think a lot of people who play Uller and are like crazy master Ullers have been so used to that little delay thing that this might change it big time. So we'll have to see. And then it also increased the scaling on it by 10%. Obviously, this could just change in PTS. Everyone could complain about it and be like, no, change it back. And they'll just change it back. But maybe not. That could not how it goes. I don't know. But explosive weakness decreased the mana cost on it from, it used to be 60 to 80. It is now 50 at all ranks. Whoa. So big mana decrease there. And then his hail of arrows updated the targeter effects to make it more clear when this ability can hit and when it is going to deal damage at the enemy. I have noticed some issues with that. Glory Bound fix an issue where Uller would slide when he landed at max range. I've never seen that. Fix an issue where the ability would consume mana very late, and it overall decreased the mana cost. Used to be 70 to 90, is now 60 at all ranks. So Uller's going to be consuming much less mana, like significantly less. In fact, his new amount is less than anything else that it was before in both scenarios. So, and then he's going to be doing more damage overall, which is going to be crazy for his combos. But I still don't know about this. We'll have to see about that. And that is going to wrap up patch 4.21, guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. I will link this in the description as always, so you can see everything for yourself and read it more in depth in case I really sucked at this. But that is it, guys. And until next time, peace.